Santa Cruz del Islote has an area of just 1% of a square kilometer in size, where 816 people squeeze their entire lives.
There are places on Earth where silence no longer exists. Places where privacy is impossible, where every single step you take crosses into someone else's life. This island is one of them. An island so small that you can walk across it in less than 2 minutes, yet nearly 1,000 people call it home. There are no cars, no open land, no empty corners, and no escape from the crowd. Here, people grow up, fall in love, raise families, and grow old, all within a space smaller than a football field. Welcome to Santa Cruz del Islote, the most densely populated island on the planet. And what you're about to see will completely change the way you think about space, comfort, and survival.
Santa Cruz del Islote sits off the coast of Colombia, about 2 hours away from the mainland by boat. From above, it looks unreal, like a concrete patch floating in the Caribbean Sea. The entire island measures just 1% of a square kilometer, yet more than 800 people live here. That means over 60,000 people per square kilometer, far denser than cities like Hong Kong, Tokyo, or New York. But numbers alone don't prepare you for what life actually feels like here.
The moment you step onto the island, the density hits you instantly. There's noise everywhere, voices, children, roosters, music, waves crashing against concrete walls. Every direction you turn, someone is there. There are only a few narrow walkways that serve as streets, no vehicles, no open squares, just concrete paths squeezed between homes. Being alone here is impossible. Homes on the island are tiny, and yet entire families live inside them. In one small room, you'll often find 8 to 10 people sharing a few beds. Some sleep on mattresses laid directly on the floor. Others take turns resting. Closets don't exist here. Clothes hang on walls. Shoes pile up in corners. Every surface serves a purpose. Electricity is unreliable, so when the heat becomes unbearable, families drag mattresses outside and sleep wherever there's air. This isn't temporary living. This is life, every single day.
"200 years ago, this island didn't exist the way it does today. According to local stories, fishermen first used this spot as a temporary resting place. There were no mosquitoes, and the sea offered protection. Over time, families settled, and as the population grew, the island was expanded, not naturally, but artificially. Coral rocks, seashells, debris, and waste were compressed year after year to create more land. What you're standing on today is partly ocean, partly history, and partly survival. Children dominate this island. With no playgrounds, no parks, and no open land, even a few steps of space become a world of imagination. A narrow alley becomes a football field. A doorstep becomes a classroom. A wall becomes a goalpost. The island has one school, one clinic, one church, and a handful of small shops. Everything happens in shared spaces. Privacy simply doesn't exist here, and children grow up learning that from day one. One of the island's greatest struggles is something many of us take for granted: water. There's no tap water here. Rain is life. Every drop is collected, stored, and rationed carefully. During dry seasons, families can go months worrying about where their next supply will come from. Electricity comes mostly from solar panels. When the sun disappears, so does power. Nights are dark. Homes are lit by candles and phone flashlights. When it rains heavily, flooding turns streets into shallow seas. And because much of the island is artificial, storms threaten the very ground people stand on. With no formal waste system, garbage becomes another daily challenge. Some trash is sent to the mainland. Much of it ends up in the ocean. Plastics, metal, even broken furniture sink beneath the water surrounding the island, slowly polluting the same sea that feeds the community. Fish populations have declined, forcing residents to import food that once came freely from the ocean. Medical care here is limited. There's no hospital, no emergency room, and no advanced equipment. Yet generations have been born safely with the help of experienced local nurses. Surprisingly, many residents live long lives, some reaching their 90s or even beyond. But death brings another harsh reality. There is no cemetery on the island. When someone passes away, their body is taken by boat to the mainland to be buried. The final journey beyond the island's crowded borders. When night falls, the island doesn't sleep. Without electricity, people gather outside. Music fills the air. Laughter replaces daylight noise. Neighbors become family. Disputes are settled by elders. There is no police force. Order exists through respect and connection. Despite the hardships, many residents say they would never leave. This island may feel suffocating to outsiders, but to them, it is home. Santa Cruz del Islote is not just a place, it's a question. How much space do we really need to live? What happens when community replaces comfort? And would you trade privacy for belonging? For most of us, this island would feel unbearable. For those who live here, it's everything. If this documentary opened your eyes, like the video, subscribe, and tell us in the comments, Goo, could you survive living here?